Hi everyone. So today I'm just going to go through a little, I suppose, tactical analysis on how I like to press, pressing from the front in a game. The formation I'm going to go through, which I think is effective when we're pressing, is going to be a 3-5-2 formation, okay, or even a 1-3-5-2, including the goalkeeper, against a goalkeeper and a 4-4-2 formation for the opposition. It might change into a 4-4-1-1 or sometimes a 4-2-3-1 in a game, okay, but for the most of this video, they're going to be in a 4-4-2 formation. I'll talk a little bit on how we press, okay, when we press, where we press, who presses, depending on the situation, and then ultimately why we do that sort of press in the game. So I'll talk about two patterns of pressure we work on, okay, or we do with my team, depending on the situation, depending on where the opposition are, okay, and so on. Then I'll just talk about quickly, when we win the ball back, depending on the area, what movements and what we look to do from that. Okay, so the first one, we'll talk about just starting positions. Okay, so they have a goal kick, for example. And it's important that we're specific with the information we give our players. So the two strikers, starting positions, I tell them drop off about 10 yards from the 18-yard box, from the opposition 18-yard box. Okay, and then we look to take the line. I tell them to take their line off the opposition post. So this player are close enough to the opposition post, will be in line with the opposition left-hand post, and this player in line with the opposition right-hand post. Okay, our three midfielders have good distance between them. I tell them about 7 yards apart, and probably the width of the 18, little less width of the 18 is their is how far they go as a 3. Okay, I think that's enough distance where they can stop passes going forwards or vertically. Okay, but we can also slide across as a team, and as a 3 of the other. Then we have 3 centre backs. So if they have 2 strikers, we have 2 picking up. Okay, might be that, and that person providing the cover. But ultimately, hopefully, it's the middle centre back that is going to be the person that's able to cover, as well as the keeper. Okay, having a good high starting position for any balls over the top they can come sweep up. Our wing backs for starting positions will be in a position inside. Okay, we don't want to mark in here because they can play in that channel. Inside. Okay, not ahead of the winger, okay, because you can't see him, but make sure you can see the winger inside, body open, okay, and you're in a good position to press if it goes down. So that's our starting positions. Why I ask my teams to drop off and not stop them playing out, okay, so we just squeeze up and really stop them playing out. Everyone squeezes up. That means they might just get their back 4 in, get everyone in tight and go long, okay, and then we have to look to try win the first pass, then we have to look to try win the second balls around there, and it's a 50-50. Okay, so what we want the opposition to do is you want them to spread out like they are now. So we want the back 4 to spread out, we want the wingers to go wide, we want the strikers to go high, and we want the midfielders to look to spread out in here as well. Okay, the reason for that is when we win the ball back, that gives us more room to look to go counter-attack into, more space to look to play forward quickly. Okay, so quickly in starting positions, that's our starting positions. Okay, that's why we want the opposition to down, that's why we drop off. Okay, so then if we do that and the centre backs for them opposition team drop in, ultimately ball will go to either side centre back. So if it goes to their right side centre back, okay, what we're trying to do now is make play predictable for us. Okay, so just because we don't have the ball in this situation, or in situations of the game you might have much of the ball, it doesn't mean you can't control the game. It doesn't mean you can't control where the opposition are going to go. Okay, so when we don't have the ball, we're looking to set little traps. We're looking to make play predictable for us. Okay, and we're looking to send the opposition in the direction where we want to go. Okay, and we do that with our angle of approach when we're pressing, and our movements off the ball. Okay, so first pass is gone to the centre back who steps in with the ball. This closest striker is going to be the first line of pressure. Okay, once he thinks it's the right opportunity, he looks to arc his run. Okay, like a backward C almost. Arc your run and try keep the opposition down, this player and the opposition team, down one side of the pitch. Okay, that allows all our rest of our players to come and defend in at least, if not less, 3/4 of the pitch, and it gives them less room to play in. Okay, so if his movement is like that, okay, they can look to play out the other side. Okay, so he's got to arc his run and looking to stop. Sorry, I'm looking to stop the ball down one or going the opposite way. Okay, as that movement happens, our first pattern of pressure I'd like to do, or we do as a team, is our left centre midfielder will slide across, our middle centre midfielder slide across, our right centre midfielder slide across, and we get compact on this side. Okay, already as the ball goes to this side, I want my opposite striker to come and get on the opposite side of their left side midfielder. Okay, to stop and get them on the ball and play, because midfielders are good in the ball normally. Okay, and if we let them get on it in turn, they might be able to punish us. Okay, so can he come? He's arced his run. He's stopped them going that way. Okay, can he come across and get on the opposite side? If he gets on this side, he might be able to bounce out straight away. Okay, and he can just step in and play. So what we're looking to do is keep him down this side as much as we can. Okay. Now, why I don't want, if we can, our full back going on, or our wing back going on and pressing straight away, because I would love, it's good to keep extra bodies here. It leaves some less space to play in here. Okay, and it means we can be tighter. Okay, when it goes to the striker's feet. Okay, ultimately we have more bodies to defend in our half here, or in this area of the pitch here. Okay, so our first pressure we are looking to force them wide to their full back, and then off the second or third pass, we're looking to be really, really aggressive. Okay, really aggressive, and look to win the ball back in off them next two passes if we can. Okay, so he's arced his run. We've set a trap to try play here. As it goes here, this centre midfielder is going to look to press the ball, and he's going to press from in to out. So he's going to arc his run and look to send them inside where we have come across and we've got bodies now. Okay, so now this will happen from the back line, and we've left that space there. Okay, he's tight enough that he can't get his head up and look to switch it. Okay, ultimately he's going to be right footed playing right back, so if he's good enough to on his left foot, okay, we'll just slide across and deal with that. But we're on his first touch. Can we be aggressive and win it? Okay. What's important after that pass happens though is this striker here. If he just stays here, he might be able to play that ball there. So he's got to get back quick. Just a couple of little shuttle run. Okay. Back in to cover that switch, but also ready to go. If it goes there, he's ready to pounce on it too. Okay. So that's our first press. We look good distance between each other. We've nearly defended. We're defending 3/4 of the pitch. Okay. And now, if it goes in here, we're tight. If it goes in here, look to play a striker, we can intercept, we can win it. If it's there, we can win it. Okay, and we're tight all over the pitch. So all we've done is dropped off. Okay, we've invited them to spread out, we've invited them to play, and then once we've played the first pass to the centre back, we have just set a little trap. Okay, we're arcing a run from a striker, sliding across a little bit, and inviting the ball where we want it to go. Okay. If it goes back, for example, and we can't put pressure on that ball, so if you've no pressure on the ball, it's really important that these guys are concentrated and ready, because if no pressure on the ball and we can't get there, then we have to wait for the next pass. But if he looks like it's going to go long, okay, so it looks like it's going to go long and behind with movements from the strikers, what we have to be aware of and be ready to do is defend side on. Okay, defense side on, and we're ready to go in, we're ready to drop. So if no pressure on the ball, we're side on, okay, and we're ready, three centre back especially, to drop in to anticipate that ball in behind. Okay, the last thing we want to do is that ball going in there and we're having to chase. Okay, if we're able to read it early and we've dropped and it goes long, we can go attack the ball. Okay, and the ball can go back down the pitch. If there's pressure on the ball, then we stay up and we're positive we're on the front foot. Okay, so that's the first pressure. That's the first pattern of pressure we like to do. If now the opposition are able to do that, the ball goes back and they're able to switch the ball, okay, to the opposite side of the pitch through their centre backs. Okay, a press changes slightly. Okay, and who presses. So if it goes here to here to here, it will be a lot to ask this right centre midfielder. Okay, that's the left centre midfielder. This right centre midfielder to go pressure that. It's too far of a distance. Okay, so this is where it changes slightly, and this is our second pattern of how we press. So as the ball goes back, okay, we have our back and we haven't put enough pressure on and they're able to switch it. As the ball's being switched, what I want and what we do is this right wing back now starts to go and he's going to be one to look to press his full back. Okay, so as it's going, the right wing back starting to go. Okay, we're starting to slide across midfielders back into that shape and go distances between each other. This obviously centre back is looking, or striker's looking to press the ball. He's coming back in here. This opposite side centre back, or striker, sorry. Okay, left centre midfielder is back in, making the pitch compact. And now these four players here end up becoming a back four. Okay, so this person becomes a right back, this person becomes a right centre back, this person becomes a left centre back, and this person becomes a left back. Okay, and now as it goes there, this person looks to press the ball. So that's a right wing back. Okay, looks to press the ball, and now a right centre midfielder is looking to get tight in here. Our six come across. Can we stop to try stop passes in, screen pass into our strikers? And we've got that scenario there now. Okay, so if mainly I like my outside right centre mid or left centre mid to look to press the full back. Okay, the opposition left or right back. But obviously it's if they switch to play well, okay, in games, okay, or if the wing back is closer, well then this is how we'll press. The wing back will go, the centre midfielder, opposite, the close centre midfielder will get tight in here, and we'll slide across. Now we're defending. If you look at it, it's gone from a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2, whatever you want to call it, into a back four, midfield four, and two strikers. So one a 10, maybe playing off a 9. So just because we start off with a 3-5-2 formation in a game, if you freeze the game at any point, okay, you might end up a different formation, depending on the situation in the opposition team. So that's how two different patterns we look like the press. We're looking to always make play predictable. We're looking to set little traps for the opposition team, and then we're looking to pounce on that off as soon as we can. So then finally then, if we win the ball back in say these areas here, okay, win it back here, we're looking to straight away, they've opened up, they've looked to play, we're looking to straight away try attack. Okay, so we win the ball back in say this area, okay, we won it back. Then we're looking to look, can we hit our strikers early or can we take our space in this half of the pitch? Okay, so if we win the ball back in the opposition half of the pitch, we're looking to attack as quick as we can. Okay, as quick as we can. They've left us space. Can we forward runners, good movement, and then good decision making and execution on the ball? Can we look to create chances from after setting the trap and win the ball back? Can we look then to create chances and go? If, for example, the ball is down this area of the pitch and we've won it back here, okay, say they've pushed up because the ball's here, they've gone longer, say they've gone longer, but we've won the header and we've won the header, we've knocked it down. Okay, what's really important if we win the ball on this half of the pitch and there's not spaces really to go counter-attack into, okay, we don't have much space to go counter-attack into, okay, so we end up in now, we've won the header, against the centre back, we've knocked it down. What's important, we don't have space to go counter attack, so what's now important is we look to keep the ball. Okay, so when we're defending, we're compact, so as soon as we win the ball back, we're still compact. Okay, so what I always tell my players is, in this area, when we can't look to play forward, keep the first pass. Okay, keep the first pass. Second pass then goes away from pressure. Okay, so we keep the first pass, that allows people then to start spreading out. Oops, allows people to start spreading out to this shape here. Okay, we keep the first one. The second one, can we go away from pressure? Okay, and third, and then we've spread out. Okay, we've allowed people to spread out, and then we can look to keep possession of the ball and look to possess from there. Alright, so keep the first one. Second pass is going away from pressure. Okay, and then quickly then we've spread out, can we look to keep and possess the ball? So that's just a bit on how I like to press in it from the front in a 3-5-2 formation. As you can see, the formation may change depending on the scenario or the situation in the game, but and then in this half we look to counter that quickly. In this half we might have to look to build the ball up. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it.